A Texas judge's ruling about abortion drugs continuing to divide the country, and it's causing much controversy tonight. South Carolina Republicans becoming the first high-profile member of the party to speak out against that decision. So WSAV News 3's Andrew Davis is joining us now from our Low Country newsroom with the very latest. Andrew.
Well, Nancy Mace is a conservative on many issues, but the Low Country legislator is willing to break ranks when it comes to women's issues like abortion. Mace says in this case, the judge's decision is wrong and should be ignored.
The judge used a law from 1873 that the Supreme Court ruled was unconstitutional in 1983. So the basis for that ruling wasn't based in anything legitimate.
The ruling by Texas federal judge Matthew Kaczmarek suspending the use of mifepristone, one of the drugs used in abortions and miscarriages, a ruling that would essentially stop that procedure from occurring.
The FDA has approved this drug, whether you agree with its usage and efficacy or not. That is not your decision. That is the FDA's decision. And that's a decision that should stand.
As abortion rights protests continue around the country, Representative Mace firing back on her own party, saying Republicans just aren't listening to their own voters.
We've been tone deaf on this issue, and we're not listening to constituents in our districts when we ignore what they're saying. And somewhere in 90% of America, even if they're pro-life or pro-choice, they don't want the heavy hand of government involved on this issue.
Mace says she's not pro-abortion, but pro-women, and that starts even before they have sex.
Want to reduce the number of abortions in this country? Why not make sure that every woman has access to birth control? We have entire counties in the state of South Carolina that don't have a single OBGYN doctor in them. I had to put out a resolution that said we don't agree with banning women from traveling out of state to have an abortion. I had to put a resolution out a few weeks ago, a bill out that would say it would be cruel and unusual punishment to execute a woman who's had an abortion. We shouldn't even be having that kind of conversation when we say, hey, we're just gonna defund everything. That's not based in any sort of reality. No agency is going to be defunded. That's just not a reality that we live in, whether you want it or not.
Now, Mace says she's working on a series of bills related to the abortion issue that could be, quote, palatable to both sides and still help the American public. The Biden administration's already appealed the judge's decision. The drug continues to be on the market in the meantime. Andrew Davis, WSAV News 3 on your side.